High-definition production center of Troy University's broadcast and digital network and Troy campuses around the world. This is Troy TrojanVision Weekly.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Weekly. We're glad you joined us for this look at what's happening in and around Troy University. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Well, future Troy University students who wish to pursue a career in the armed services will soon have a new option available to them if they choose to go off into the wild blue yonder. Alex Roberson explains.
The Air Force has upgraded Troy University's Reserve Officer Training Program from a 2-year plan to a 4-year plan.
So the Air Force ROTC program is designed to create second lieutenants for the United States Air Force. Troy University is in a unique program where we used to take just juniors and seniors, but effective in the fall of 2016, we'll be taking freshmen. If they can survive the 4-year program with us, they will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Air Force.
With this program, Troy University students will receive sufficient training opportunities, making them more desirable nationwide.
Well, the 4-year program will obviously help us extremely because we had been squeezing everything into a 2-year program, whereas every other detachment in the United States had 4 years to cultivate and groom a student to become a second lieutenant. So we're very excited to have the 4-year opportunity to take a freshman on their very first day, bring them into Troy University, which we've never been able to do before, and train them for 4 years to become second lieutenants. That's always a good opportunity.
And this new 4-year program is expected to bring more students to the campus of Troy University.
Well, previously I'd given a conservative number that we would probably double our numbers, but I have done a prototype of accepting just sophomores in the program, and we've already doubled the detachment size just off of sophomores. So I would imagine we're going to go from the 15 to 17 range probably to the 40 to 50 range when we add in the freshmen and sophomores.
So, how hard is it to join the Air Force?
I will say that the Air Force ROTC program is extremely competitive. We are the best Air Force in the world, so we only take the best of the best. And nationally, we are about 0.03% of United States citizens ever become Air Force officers. So if you think you're one of the best, you might have a chance with us.
Alex Roberson, Troy TrojanVision News.
Well, whether you're in need of community service hours or simply looking to do some good in the community, Pike County and Troy University provides plenty of opportunities to volunteer. Sarah Singletary shows us how.
Organizations in the Pike County community gathered Wednesday in the Trojan Center ballrooms for the volunteer fair. Representatives from the Salvation Army, Johnson Center for the Arts, the Red Cross, and many more passed out flyers, candy, and information about possible volunteer opportunities. Children and young adult librarian Teresa Colvin was at the fair hoping to recruit potential tutors.
What we have going that is very popular is our tutoring program. We have students in K through 12th grade that come in after school, and we match them with university students, and we find students that are passionate or excel in a certain subject, and we find a subject that a child is lacking in and needs enrichment, and we match them and pair them together.
The majority of the organizations represented are based off campus, but if you're looking for a service opportunity a little closer to home, both Trojan Outreach and Campus Kitchens are recruiting new volunteers.
Basically, Trojan Outreach, we're a peer education organization, and what we do is hand things out to inform our fellow students. Also, we make presentations about drug and alcohol, stress management, sexual health and sexual awareness, and domestic violence, things that might seem controversial, but we all need to know information about.
What we do is we take the food from Saga that has been left over, not touched or anything like that, and we reportion the meals into like boxes and everything, and we freeze them, and then we take them out the next day to people in need in the community.
The fall sports season kicked off last Friday night as the Trojan soccer team played their first home game of the season. The other teams are soon to follow suit, but on Saturday, Trojan fans got the chance to meet all the coaches and athletes taking part in the fall sports at the Fall Fan Day. Brianna McDougall gives us a look at the excitement.
Saturday, Trojan Arena was jam-packed with thousands of fans eager to meet the athletes of Troy University. Fans lined up to receive autographs from the Trojan cheerleaders, football, soccer, volleyball, and cross-country teams. For some athletes, this was their first time participating in Fan Day activities, while others were just glad for the ongoing support.
It's a great feeling. You know, this is my first fan day with Troy, so it's awesome just to see the support and everyone that went to the game come out here and really see that they're really passionate about the game too.
We have fan day going on. It's my third year here. I'm a junior here at Troy University and just here having a good time.
This fan day gave major publicity for some of the smaller sports.
It's a better turnout than I expected. You know, cross country is a small sport, so we don't really get that much publicity and all that. So it's better. It's better this year than last year.
Soccer isn't obviously something that's home in Alabama, so it's really cool seeing the support grow.
Whether you're a student or alum or just part of the Trojan community, Troy Fan Day is a treat for all.
I think it's a great experience, that just everybody coming together, all one purpose down here. I like the new facilities and everything, and like I said, it's my first time in this building, so I've had a good time, good experience.
This is great. It's great to be able to come out here and meet the people that you support one-on-one, build relationships with them, and keep everything in the community. So, we live in Troy, we work in Troy, and we're going to support Troy all the way home.
Brianna McDougall, Troy TrojanVision News.
Brown bag lunches aren't just for school kids anymore. Residents from all over gathered on the square on Thursday to help kick off the football season in Pike County. Jordan Elston has the details.
Thursday afternoon, Troy residents got a chance to sit on the square for a free lunch and a good time.
Well, I think anytime you have an opportunity to support the city of Troy, and had a good turnout. My wife and I are so excited about what Mayor Reeves and the City Council is doing up here on the square with the restaurants and the businesses, places to shop and eat. I think it's great for the community.
Not only does Brown Bag on the Square give Troy residents an opportunity to come out and have some food and fun, but also to get a preview of the upcoming football season.
Today is our Brown Bag on the Square. This is the Brown Bag where we have our local football coaches come out. So Coach Brown from Troy University is here, as well as some of our local high school coaches, Coach Allen from Pike Liberal Arts and Coach McCoy from Charles Henderson High School. So we give them a chance to come out, talk a little bit about their teams, and give the community access to them so they can visit and just have a good time, a lunch, and a little fun on the square.
Some residents shared why they decided to come out to the square and what they enjoyed the most.
I have about 50 seniors that love to be entertained and love the outside, so we brought our seniors here to have a good time.
I just came out today to spend a little time with my mom and have a free lunch on the square. I've enjoyed everything, the music, the food, and just seeing everybody come out.
Well, they've been doing this for a couple months, and I have a barbershop around the corner, and I just come up to support the city of Troy. And this time I brought my little cousin Langston with me. You get to see a lot of the seasoned people most of all. Then you get to see a lot of people who knew your parents, and we get the little hot dogs and water and cupcakes, and we get to play at the microphone. Yeah.
We're going to take a short break, but when we return, we'll see how students can already start getting ready for Troy's homecoming activities. That and more after this break, so stay with us.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
The warrior spirit, it's in there. Always has been. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Walk with confidence, conquer, claim territory, and climb ladders. Know that you have the power to stand alone, but the comfort of knowing that you'll never have to. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
Now back to Troy TrojanVision News Weekly.
A group of Troy University students are trying to help guide area youth. It's a mentoring club designed to help turn young girls into productive young women in the community. Casey Freeman has the details.
Sparkle is a mentor club focused on girls in grades 6 through 12, and they want to empower the girls through mentorship, leadership, community service, and inspiration. Sparkle president speaks of her inspiration for the mentoring club.
Unfortunately, there are not a lot of positive female role models in our social media and society today. So the reason Sparkle was formed was to help put that positivity back into our girls' lives. So I'm just hoping that we are able to just help our girls to become better women.
The mentors guided the young ladies throughout the year about how to let their light shine, and in the end, they received a sparkling crown.
Last year, we participated in a Bush Memorial Ministry program. It was called Tierra Ball, and what we did there, the girls were just taught to be daughters of the King.
Although several of the interested mentors gave their perspective on different topics, Max stumbled upon one of this year's more serious topics through a very unique method.
Last night, I had the scariest dream of my life. I was on a school bus with a bunch of kids that were wanting to kill themselves, like commit suicide. And I was able to talk to most of them to get them to change their mind, but like 3 of them ended up committing suicide. And I woke up like almost in tears. I was like, we have to talk about suicide in one of our Sparkle meetings.
Servant leadership is one of the key components to Sparkle. Casey Freeman, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
With the start of a new semester, getting involved on campus is on the minds of many students. And going Greek is one of the many ways students can add some variety to their collegiate journey. As Casey Freeman shows us, students got to learn how in this year's NPHC convocation.
Learning more about Greek life is on some Troy students' minds.
I encourage everyone that has not participated in convocation to come out, and it doesn't obligate them to anything. It's more of a learning experience, and I encourage everyone to come and just gain some more knowledge of the National Pan-Atlantic Council.
While stepping and strolling are great features of joining an NPHC organization, Henderson encouraged people to be open-minded when attending convocation.
The reason that you want to do one thing is probably because of stereotypes, but when you do your research and you really do your homework, it will amaze you where you think you will actually fit in.
Troy University is home to 8 NPHC organizations, but tonight, a new organization, Iota Phi Theta, is looking to join Troy's National Pan-Atlantic Council.
I mean, Iota itself, prime example, first letter in Iota is individual. I stands for individual. So we look for individuals. We don't look for somebody trying to be a part of something, just trying to be a part of something. That's not the purpose of it. I mean, with Iota, like I said, you're going to stand out because there's not so much of us. So, you know, you got to be a strong individual, very strong person with the ability to do great things.
Speaking of something new, some people around Troy's campus have never heard of the 9th organization. However, the group of young men are eager to bring a unique twist to the university.
Well, being in the South, I mean, Iota is big in the South, introducing different things and coming at a different angle that, you know, people regularly wouldn't see.
Casey Freeman, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
Troy University's homecoming game will be on October 17th. But before the game, there was a week worth of competitions building up to the big game. And now is the time for any of Troy University's student groups to sign up to be a part of those competitions. Devereaux Bogart looks at how groups can apply.
The Trojans kick off their football season Saturday, September 5th, which means homecoming is just around the corner, and planning and coordination is in full swing. With a can drive, blood drive, scavenger hunt, and many more events planned, Ashley Larimore wants all students to know they are welcome to participate and encourages everyone to get involved.
Getting involved, they can just come by the SGA office. If they don't necessarily have an organization that's really involved with homecoming, they can come by the SGA office, or if they've got an organization that's involved, they can kind of use someone like the president of their club or something to really kind of get involved.
Along with the classic dance and skit competitions, there are going to be some new events this year students can look forward to.
Of course, students can always come out and watch our skit performances and our dance performances, and then they can also come watch something new that we're doing this year, where we're going to have like an open mic type thing called Who's Got Sound, where students can come and watch just various performances.
Larimore says while they're excited about implementing the new ideas, they are also happy about honoring old traditions.
I really am excited about our theme. Everyone can relate to music in some way or another. So the fact that we're tying in music so much, I think that that's going to create a really good sense of unity on our campus and celebrating 50 years of the Sound of the South.
Devereaux Bogart, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
Homecoming packets are available on the SGA Trojan Connection webpage. You can access the page by visiting the SGA's website at troy.edu/SGA. The homecoming packets are due by Tuesday, September 8th by 5 p.m. And Troy University is known as Alabama's international university with hundreds on campus every year from all over the world. And as Haley Greathouse shows us, one organization is bringing students of all nationalities together.
Troy University is home to students from around the world.
From Turkmenistan.
And I'm from France. I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Decatur, Alabama.
India. From Guyana, South America. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Nepal. India.
And the International Student Cultural Organization brings all these students together to celebrate culture, and they hope students find unity, diversity, and friendship in the meetings.
As always, have fun, make new friends, and learn something else about people from different cultures because everyone is so different here.
And while ISCO encourages fun and cultural growth, it also has a practical purpose.
On the pragmatic side, today's world is very global, very connected. And it's very good that Troy has a lot of internationals so that students can kind of learn how to get along with people from different places, so that when they're out in the world and they're pursuing their career, they already know how to deal with different people.
ISCO has continually grown in member size since it first started, and students say word of mouth has a lot to do with it.
I came to ISCO because I heard there's many international people and went playing games and drink some tea.
I heard from a friend that it's a very cool club, so I'm here.
Members hope to meet people of different cultures, and that includes American students.
I meet a lot of people from different countries and learn different culture and language. And meet some American students and improve our English.
Which is a thing that people tend to confuse. They think, oh, I'm an American, I'm not international, so I can't be an ISCO. No, you can be an ISCO if you're a student of Troy. That's good enough.
And ISCO partnered with the University Activities Council this week to host Bingo Night. Students from all over campus gathered for a night of food, fun, and prizes, one of many Wednesday night events the UAC puts on throughout the semester. Samantha Charles has the details.
The University Activities Council is known for Dollar Movie Night. However, some students would be surprised to know that every other week, the UAC also puts on a variety of events, such as Bingo Night.
On the Wednesdays that we don't have Dollar Movie Night, we'll be hosting other different events that are really fun and really cool, and I can't really tell you much about them, so you just have to come out and see what's in store next.
We put on Bingo Night when we partnered with the international organization ISCO. Basically, UAC puts on free activities for the student body, so this is one of our free activities. We're just having Bingo Night. We have a few prizes, and we also have some snacks and refreshments to give away.
015, that's right. The UAC, in partnership with ISCO, brought back the fan favorite, Bingo.
ISCO partnered with us. They asked if we would do an event with them so that they could actually bring their group. Their president tells them, like, hey, they're having this, it's a fun event, it's free, come out. And so they're here. There's actually like a really big group of them, so it's exciting to see them come out.
For the lucky winners of Bingo, prizes were given out, including gift cards and even a bike.
Well, you win prizes, of course, and you meet new friends. It's a great opportunity to, socialize with people around here at Troy. I feel like it's a great place to just have a social, group.
We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll hear some offerings from our friends at Troy Public Radio. So, don't touch that dial.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Now back to TrojanVision News Weekly.
Each week we take some time to hear some of the work done by our broadcast partners at Troy Public Radio. As we do each week, we'll get another sample of Talk of Troy, the student-produced newscast of Troy Public Radio. Now, let's take a listen.
It's the Talk of Troy. Voices and sounds from the campuses of Troy University. I'm Joey Hudson. The city of Montgomery has announced several new developments in its partnership with Troy University, which will add to development downtown, and producer Kenya Taylor has the story.
On Wednesday, Chancellor Jack Hawkins Jr. announced that a new Starbucks would be built on the Montgomery campus, a partnership between the coffee seller, Troy, and the city. It's a collaboration that brought to his mind a favorite quote.
It does carry me back to John Kennedy's comment when he did make that statement that we neglect our cities at great peril. We are not experiencing that in Montgomery, Alabama.
For his part, Mayor Todd Strange said the collaboration is a natural continuation of Troy's campus expansion.
Troy was doing development in downtown Montgomery before it was cool to be in downtown Montgomery.
For the Talk of Troy, I'm Kenya Taylor.
Troy University main campus has a new residence hall, aptly named New Residence Hall. Resident assistant Lily Casolero was among the hundreds of students that crowd the hall on move-in day.
It's a beautiful building. It's great. We're so thankful to have this building with a bunch of students and getting to hang out with them and grow together as a family and community.
The new residence hall is replacing the late Alumni Hall. Jordan Taylor, our resident director, likes it much better than its predecessor.
Even with the construction, it's a good bit nicer than old Alumni.
After some finishing touches, the new residence hall on the corner of University and Luther will be completed later this year. I'm Joey Hudson, and you've been listening to The Talk of Troy, a production of Troy Public Radio.
Throughout the week, Troy Public Radio can be heard on 89.9 in Troy and Montgomery, 88.7 in Dothan, and 91.7 in Phoenix City. And it's time for our last break, but when we return, we'll learn about how the Pike County United Way is raising money for its cause. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
This is Dr. Daniel Smith. He's an expert in domestic and international economics. But his proudest achievement is connecting with his students and helping them accomplish more than they ever thought possible. That's the warrior spirit, and it's alive and well at Troy University. Feel it at troy.edu/spirit.
Look at me, hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Now back to TrojanVision News Weekly.
The Pike County United Way is trying to raise money for the organization by giving residents a taste of Pike County. We find out how local businesses can get involved with the effort in this week's Trojan Talk. Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be talking about the Pike County United Way and a way for organizations and businesses in the community to help out the organization. My guests today, Melinda Connor and Gina Liberty with the Pike County United Way. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
And as I mentioned, fundraiser coming up here, a taste of Pike County, an opportunity for folks to experience some of the business and organizations of this area. But before we get into the event itself, talk a little about the United Way and what it does here for the community.
We're an organization that serves service agencies in Pike County. We have about 18 agencies we serve. There's the Boys and Girls Club, there's Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, Red Cross, the 4-H, we have the Red Cross, we have the Senior Center, We have a lot of agencies that we serve. And
They're all agencies that provide services to the various members of the community, everyone from young children to the elderly.
And of course, in an event like this, it's raising money that's going to go to all those organizations here in the community, and a lot of those that help out those in need, and that some of us have a hand in and being a part of one way or the other. So this right here, this event is, I guess, it's the kickoff for a year's worth of fundraising that goes into this. Talk about how vital, I guess, fundraising is to an organization like this.
It's its life's blood. I mean, we completely depend on donations to provide us the funds that we in turn provide to the agencies in Pike County. And I do want to emphasize that all of our funds stay in Pike County. So if you help with the United Way here, it's going to stay at home with all of the agencies that Melinda mentioned.
Okay, and let's talk about this fun event to get people started and in the mood for donating to United Way, a taste of Pike County. And when I first heard about it, my first thought was taste means this is going to be a food event, but that's not necessarily the case, right?
Not necessarily.
Tell us about this event and what's going on. So.
A little taste of Pike County. It's more than just food. It's have a more taste of a little bit of everything of Pike County. That's all businesses, all organizations, a little bit of everything of Pike County. So any business or organization that wants to be a part of the event can call us and set up to be a vendor and let everybody of Pike County know about your organization or your business.
This is particularly helpful for new businesses, but the one thing that we have to keep in mind in our community, we have a new target audience every year with the turnover of the school year. So even folks who've been here for a long time, and we do want to emphasize that it's not just food. It could be anything from a taste of Troy University to a taste of the public library. So what you're trying to do is to showcase your particular business or organization and really whet people's appetite to come and find out more.
And of course, it gives the business and organization an opportunity to donate as well. There's an entry fee for being a part of one of the vendors out there, but that's, once again, it's money that's going to your cause.
Right, absolutely. I think the table fees are $25. $25. And for that, we provide table and chairs, and they can add to that if they would like to, and you can be as creative as you'd like with your displays. So,
and that's what I was going to ask about the display. For anybody that's thinking about participating in this, what exactly should they be doing? Is there something that sort of set of guidelines, or is anything up for grabs?
Anything. And if they want to bring their tents too to set up, they can do that. And if they want to bring extra tables, chairs, they bring that and set up. Only thing is that we do ask is that there's certain areas that do have electricity and certain areas that do not. So if you really do need electricity, let me know that so I can put you in that correct area.
Okay.
But and it's an inside-outside event because it is at the Pioneer Museum.
Okay.
And that's one of our agencies we serve, so we're kind of showcasing them at the same time. And all of our agencies will be set up there too, so you get to learn about all of our agencies.
So you'll get a taste of Pike County through the vendors and organizations there, but you also get a chance to see where the funds are going. If you're a part of this as a guest. Now, before we run out of time here, we'll talk about the vendor deadline and how does someone need to register for that. When is the cutoff, and what do they need to do to become a vendor? So
they call my office, which is 566-0011, and we'd like to have them in by September 15th. And to get a count of everybody that's going to be there. And also we're going to have entertainment. So we'll have puppets there, some dancing, so a lot of entertainment because they have the amphitheater.
Okay.
And we're going to have a cookbook, United Way cookbook available on that day. So all of our agencies are presenting recipes, and we'll have those available for sale on that day too. So a lot of exciting things happening for Pike County United Way.
One more time, when and where is the actual event it's going to be?
It's going to be September the 29th from 4 to 8 at the Pioneer Museum.
All right, well, good luck with the event. Hopefully you'll get a lot of vendors taking part and a lot of people coming out and getting a taste of Pike County. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, and we hope to see you there.
I'll be there, so thank you. And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk. And that's what happened on the 4th week of August 2015. To find out what's happening throughout the week, You can tune in to Troy Trojan Vision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30 Monday through Friday, or anytime by following us on Twitter at Troy TV News. Also, feel free to like our Troy Trojan Vision News fan page on Facebook to see links to online content from Troy Trojan Vision News. We hope you join us again next week for another edition of Troy Trojan Vision Weekly. Have a good week.